Hello and welcome back to another episode of Movie Bub Movie Talks. This is my weekly live stream on a Monday. So hello, I can see there's quite a few people here already. And yeah, to anyone watching on the playback, hello. Before we get started and before I bring in my guest, I want to say a special thank you to Mr. Alex Pitt, who's moderating today's episode. Last week, I wanted to get a moderator, but my fault, I left it too late. Alex is very kindly stepping in to help out today. So just in case anyone wants to come along and cause some trouble, watch out for Mr. Pitt. Anyway, today's guest, I'm very excited to have this guy on because I've been over on his channel and he is just genuinely a really, really lovely guy. And again, anyone watching on the playback, if you haven't checked this guy's channel out, there is a link in the description to his channel. So make sure you go over there, show this guy some love because he's great, and go subscribe. But yeah, that is Mr. Jake Blower. Hello. How are you doing today, Jake?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Good, very good, thank you, very good. We've got quite a few people here already. We got Rehan, we got Josh, Mr. Film Flick.
Hello, mate.
We got Film Geek, Archie. Hello, my friend. I really enjoyed your video, Archie, by the way, where you had us all sort of popping up. It was good fun. And you didn't make any comments about my comments on the Joker. I was very surprised. Here he is, Mr. Alex. Mitchell, hello.
Hello.
We got Arthur.
Hello.
We got Cameron.
Hello.
Now, we've already got a question here from Film Flick. Have you watched anything good today, guys? Now, you were just telling me before, Jay, that you started your new Doctor Who set, which I think I can see it. Is it up there on the shelf behind you? Is that it?
It is, yeah.
Prime spot. Love it.
I had to get it in frame for the stream.
Yeah, I love it. And you're enjoying it so far?
I am really enjoying it, yeah. It's my first proper look at classic.
Yeah. From what most people say, the whole John Pertwee era is really good. So I think you've started off well there. I've been watching them all as they come out, and from what I gather, the Pertwee through Tom Baker era is going to be really good fun.
Yeah.
Archie, I held back James. I really did. To be fair, watching that video, I saw Alex go on a little bit of a rant about aliens, and I had to hold back in the comments as well. I was like, oh no, love aliens.
It is an incredible film.
I'm guessing this is a Spider-Man 2 quote.
Yeah.
Peter Pan. Okay, which movie do you like more? The first Sam Raimi Spider-Man movie or the first X-Men? I think I'd go Spider-Man out of those two. What one would you go with?
I'd probably say Spider-Man as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really revisit the X-Men films much, especially the original three. I watched Midnight Special, Michael Shannon today. It was pretty good. Oh, okay. I'm not sure what that is. Do you know what that is, Jake?
No, I'm not too sure what it is, but I remember Josh telling me about it.
Hello, Joe. Hello, my friend. Anything on the watch list tonight, guys? I'm thinking The Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, that's a great movie. I don't know. I'm pretty knackered from work, so I think tonight might be one of those office nights where I just put The Office on and just chill out to that for a bit. How about you, Jake? Carrying on with Doctor Who, or you got a movie lined up?
I think I will be carrying on with Doctor Who, yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I might start that tonight, actually, as well.
It's really good so far.
Yeah, I enjoyed the other Pertwee set that they released. I enjoyed that one a lot, so I think I'm going to have a good time with this one. Haven't seen Aliens, only the first movie. Well, I definitely recommend watching the sequel because the sequel is really good as well. Oh, that's okay, Joe. Hey, these are going to be weekly now for. I'm booked up for like 2-3 months now, so every Monday for about 3 months. So they're going to be weekly, so don't worry if you miss one. Hello, guys. I was wondering if you had any favorite cartoon series from your childhood. Ooh, I'll let you go first on this one, Jay, if you want.
For me, I know it sounds really generic, but when I was a kid, the biggest thing around animated wise was Horrid Henry.
Yeah.
I used to absolutely love it.
I used to watch that a bit, actually, I must admit. I remember that. I mean, I don't know, my first animated shows were probably like Ed, Edd and Eddy, if anyone remembers that, or SpongeBob. Because my first things as a kid were, I loved Thunderbirds growing up, the old puppets, if anyone remembers that. Well. I used to have the VHSs. I remember when I used to have to go for, I wasn't very well as a child. I remember I had to go to the doctors a lot, like the first 3-4 years of my life, for constant checkups and stuff, and I used to hate it. My mum would always bribe me by going, I'll buy you a Thunderbirds VHS if we go. And I used to have like a stack of Thunderbirds VHSs as a kid.
That's actually just come out on Blu-ray as well.
Yeah, I saw. I was actually tempted, to pick it up because I don't think there's loads of stories to those old Thunderbirds, is there? I don't think.
I don't think so.
I actually am kind of tempted to pick it up just for pure nostalgia reasons.
Yeah.
What if Peter Parker used the blue telephone time travel thing to go back in time to 2004 to deliver the pizzas?
I think you're talking about the TARDIS there.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay, I got it. I don't know. He probably wouldn't have got fired because didn't he get fired at the start of Spider-Man 2?
He did, yeah. Deliver those pizzas and then you're done.
Yep. I watched 4 Terminator films over the past day. I've seen your letterboxed postings of them, Alex, actually, on your story. And I really hate Salvation. Yeah. I think MCG is one of the worst directors ever with Salvation, Rim of the World, and Babysitter Killer Queen. Oh, what one was Rim of the World? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen that movie. Oh, is Rim of the World the one about those kids who went to Netflix in 2019?
I think it is, yeah. I think that's what it is.
Yeah. I can agree with you there, Alex. I hate all of those movies you've listed there. I don't know how you feel about them, Jake. Are you a fan of any of those ones?
Babysitter Killer Queen or whatever it's called, I'd like to forget very quickly.
Yeah.
I haven't seen, what's the film called?
Oh, what, Rim of the World?
Rim of the World. I haven't seen that. And to be fair, Terminator Salvation is a bad movie. But I think the thing that's worse though is that Christian Bale is such a good actor.
Yeah.
And he got thrown into such a bad and poorly productive movie that it's sort of tarnished off on him instead of the filmmakers. And I think that's what makes the film a bit worse.
Yeah, it is always a shame when you get a really bad movie with a really good actor in, and it's just like you've really wasted an opportunity there, like with a fantastic actor. Josh says his potato Wi-Fi is playing up again. It's always playing up, Josh, isn't it? When are you getting your new internet, buddy?
We tried to talk on FaceTime, me and him, before the stream, and the call ended about 7 times because his Wi-Fi just kept cutting out.
I remember you saying, Josh, you were going to get some new Wi-Fi, you're getting a new provider. I think you're getting pretty desperate for that, aren't you now?
He really is.
Have you seen Third Person with Liam Neeson, James Franco? I have not. Have you seen this movie?
No, never heard of it.
Hey Arnold was my absolute favourite as a kid. I haven't actually heard of that one.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it.
No, I honestly am not familiar with that one at all. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it was either just before my time or after. What is your favourite Criterion in your collection? What's yours, Jay? Do you have? I'm not actually entirely sure how many Criterions you have, if any.
I don't have any now.
Oh, okay. Ooh, I don't know. I really like My Marriage Story, I think, which Mr. Alex Pitt sent to me. I really like that one because have you seen Marriage Story, Jake?
I have, yeah.
Because you have like the two letters that they both write in the movie.
Yeah.
And then she doesn't read her letter out. It comes in the Criterion, which I thought was really cool. Because next time I watch Marriage Story, I want to have her letter out.
Yeah.
When they do that scene so I can read it.
I think other than Black Klansman, that's Adam Driver's best performance.
I think so. I knew he wouldn't win Best Actor because I knew that everyone was pushing Joaquin Phoenix and it was already set in stone that he was going to win that more or less. But I did have in the back of my head, I was really hopeful Adam Driver would win, but he's proven to be an incredible actor, so he'll have many more opportunities, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Ed, and Eddie, classic. This is Mr. Pitt. MG loved Thunderbirds as a kid. Yeah. Have you seen the new animation one? Because I think this come up on a live stream last week that I was in, and we were talking about the new one and how bad the animation looks on it.
No, I think I've seen a trailer for it, but I haven't actually sat down and watched it.
Yeah.
Because I don't think anything can beat the original.
No, I completely agree. Did you see the movie that came out in the early 2000s?
No.
Oh, I remember I might have even seen that in cinema. Because I know Ben Kingsley played the villain. I can't remember his name. But there was a few big actors in that movie. I
used to love the chauffeur in it. I can't remember his name. The older puppet.
Oh, God, what was his name? Because I can hear the woman who always used to wear pink. She always used to call him, didn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's something like Albert or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, you've stumped me there. Someone let us know in the comments what his name was.
It slips my mind every time, but he was always my favourite of the Thunderbirds.
Yeah, he was my favourite as well. I watched Horrid Henry as a kid a lot there. Got another one. Yeah. Oh, no, I'm late. Oh, you're not late. Don't worry about it. We've only been going 10 minutes. We've got plenty of time still. Yeah. We've got a few people here backing Alex, and I think we can all agree here. Okay, so I was sent this video on Instagram. Have you seen this? It's a YouTube thing. And I sort of thought I'd better watch this because a lot of people, or Mitchell keeps asking me to watch it. Have you seen this video? Yeah, it's not really my sense of humor too much. I can't lie. I love Star Wars memes. They're brilliant. But that video was too long. It was too much in one go.
Have you ever seen the video that someone made a compilation of every time General Grievous takes a breath?
Oh, no, I haven't.
Every time that he coughs, it is so funny.
I love the videos people make up for Star Wars. I love General Grievous is such a meme now. I love I've seen clips of where Luke throws the lightsaber over his shoulder, and then you'll just hear Grievous go, "A fine addition to my collection," and then someone's added a CGI version of him running in. He jumps over the cliff after the lightsaber. I love it.
Yeah.
Hello, Luke. Supportive as always. And Lucas is here.
Hello.
And look at this. Oh, he did Charlie's Angels? Oh, the originals. Because I was going to say, Elizabeth Banks done the new ones, didn't she? Or the new one.
I don't actually mind the originals. Well, I don't mind. I like the first one. I've not seen the second one.
I've seen them in passing, and I didn't think they were terrible. They're a thing of their time, aren't they? I think those original Charlie's Angels. The new one was pretty bad, though. I actually saw the new one in cinema, and I remember when it ended. I did think that's one of the worst films I've seen.
I like the music for it.
Yeah.
I don't like the film
though. Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, or The World's End? What's your favourite? I can't really choose between the first two, but I think I'd lean towards Hot Fuzz. I've always enjoyed that one on rewatches more. What would you say?
I think I'd have to say Shaun of the Dead.
Yeah, that's fair. As I honestly, that they're like my two favorite comedy movies right now. I love Edgar Wright.
Yeah,
and I do really like The World's End as well. I'll say.
For me, The World's End is probably the funniest in comedic terms of the trilogy, but I think Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz are the better made movies.
Yeah. I must admit, Simon Pegg is so funny in The World's End. Like how over the top he is, I love it. Charlie's Angels, the 2000 movie, is a guilty pleasure for me. Yeah, isn't this Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore,
Lucy Liu?
That's it. Yeah.
It's not a 4K.
Oh, has it? Oh god.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure I'll be picking that one up. Thank you, Luke. Watch my After the Movies episode today about WandaVision. Quite long too. Yeah, it was a long episode, but thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. I had a little rant in that one about Justice League again.
I've added every After the Movies playlist episode onto a big playlist on Spotify.
Oh, thank you.
And I've just listened to each one of them.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. No, we still have a blast making those. They're some of my favourite things to do. I love it. It's always nice to do it. It's like these live streams, like doing it right now with you. It's nice to do stuff where you can bounce off someone. I think that's why I love doing Off to the Movies as well, because I'm with Ryan. Whereas on a video, you're a bit more isolated. You've got to keep things going. Whereas I always prefer bouncing off someone.
Yeah.
I just watched his films. Now I just need to see how long he can go. Seems he gets worse with each film he directs. Awful, awful director. Yeah, because the last one was Babysitter, wasn't it? Although, what was worse, Babysitter or Rim of the World? God, they were so bad. Like, so bad. Have you watched Pretty in Pink?
No.
I have watched that movie. Feels like I could be wrong. Is it the same director as The Breakfast Club? Because they feel very similar, those movies. I personally prefer Breakfast Club out of the two.
I think John Hughes directed Pretty in Pink because he's got there's a new Blu-ray box set coming out of some of his movies.
Oh, right.
And it's got Pretty in Pink, Planes, Trains and Automobiles, and a couple of other films.
Yeah, I didn't mind Pretty in Pink though. It's quite a good. It's got a nice HMV premium if you're interested in it.
I saw your video where you picked it up.
Another one of the worst directors is Martin Scorsese. He's awful. Yeah,
you have to be joking, right?
He's terrible. Yeah. I think he was.
Goodfellas is the worst movie of all time.
It's terrible. Put it right alongside Joker. Awful.
Oh yeah.
I knew someone wouldn't be happy about that. Okay. Hey Arnold, sorry, and Rugby Ball. Looking like I'm guessing these are animated shows. I've just never heard of these ones.
Yeah. I think he's right. I think he did have a head like Stewie. It's like a rugby ball.
Oh, right. Yeah. I got it. Hello, what do you do outside of YouTube? Well, unfortunately, I work. It's a ball ache, but hey. How about you, Jake?
I'm still at college, so I'm still shredding my way through education. But I only go one day a week, so.
Yeah. I take it like a lot of your classes open back up now and stuff with all the new.
I was meant to be going back this week. I think I still am. But we got given laptops to work from home.
Oh right, yeah.
But it was just so awkward, and it was stressing me out so much, having to motivate myself to actually use the laptop, do the work. So I just said to the teachers, I need to be back in college. Like this, Like, it's doing my head in now.
Yeah.
And then finally we reopened. So I think I'm going back this Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's the thing. If I was told to work from home, I couldn't for my job. But if I was told to work from home, I think I'd get distracted all the time.
Yeah.
Everyone Loves Martin. I've not seen a Martin Scorsese movie.
Really?
I definitely recommend checking some of his stuff out. He's got some incredible films out there.
To be fair, I only watched my first Martin Scorsese film last year.
Oh,
And that
really?
was Wolf of Wall Street.
I'm trying to think what the first Scorsese film was I watched. It might have been Hugo, because I remember watching Hugo when I was younger. But like the classics, like Taxi Driver and Goodfellas, I only watched for the first time last year.
Yeah.
But Martin Scorsese is interesting because I don't think he's got any bad films from what I've seen. I'm sure he's got a lot of movies. I wouldn't be surprised if there's one or two. But there's a lot of variety there. Like if you want like really well made movies, you've got them. But if you want to have some fun with Martin Scorsese, you've got things like Wolf of Wall Street and Hugo.
King of Comedy.
Yeah, I still need to watch that one actually.
Yeah, because that's where Joker took most of its inspiration from, that and Taxi Driver.
Yeah, that's actually why I picked up King of Comedy, because I heard that the Joker took like a lot of inspiration from that film. Martin Scorsese seems like a fun guy, someone you could sit down with and have a few drinks with. Yeah, it's funny. I was watching him at the Oscars when he won for Departed, and Ellen DeGeneres is sort of coming down the aisle and she's talking to a few people, and she sort of talks to him, and she sort of gives him like a fake screenplay. I don't know if you've seen that.
No, I haven't. But it sounds like something Ellen DeGeneres would do.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan on her, but I was watching it for Scorsese. But and Archie's got some recommendations here for you, Joe. Jake is talking about. Oh, I'm not sure what that's. Is this to do with the director you mentioned earlier? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that was in conversation. Martin Scorsese is good. Yeah, I think we can all.
Yeah.
I think Lucas would say more than good. Have you seen the Star Wars rap from 2008 on YouTube? No.
No.
Lucasfilm was in a very dark place at one point, because I think the last thing that Lucasfilm released before Disney bought it was like a Star Wars sing-along game, if you've seen that. And they have Han Solo singing Riding Solo.
Oh, God. And
it's abysmal. It's truly embarrassing. Is Ryan looking forward to showcasing his collection in your upcoming live stream? I don't think he'll be doing that. We're just going to chat. We're doing our first Off to the Movies live stream on Friday, which we're both looking forward to. But we're just going to be chatting like this. Okay, what is your favourite David Fincher film?
I'd probably have to agree with him now. I'd probably say Fight Club. Oh, no. I spoke about it.
I like Fight Club. I don't know. I'm kind of tempted to go Seven or Zodiac. I watched The Curious Case of Benjamin Button for the first time the other day. The only films I've got left to watch from him now, I think I've only got 2 left to watch, and one of them is Girl with a Dragon Tattoo, so I need to watch that.
I want to see that as well. I've heard that's better than the Swedish one with, is it Famita Janssen? I
think, I know which one you're on about. I'm not sure on the name of the actress, but yeah, I know. I've seen the film out and about, and I've heard that the David Fincher film's better. But his best film is Alien 3. Martin Scorsese is an absolute legend. I wish I'd meet him someday. I'm sure he's actually a really nice guy. He seems like a lovely guy. All the award ceremonies and stuff. Like I remember at the Golden Globes, last year when Ricky Gervais was slaughtering everyone. He looked like he was having a blast with it, which is it's hard to do when the man on stage is poking fun at a lot of people that you were friends with or you used to work with and stuff.
Yeah.
But he was having a great time with it. So, you know what worse? I watched Norm of the North when I was. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm guessing you're talking about the film Norm of the North, that animated polar bear film.
Oh yeah, I know what. Yeah.
Yeah, I have had the unfortunate pleasure of sitting through that. Have you put yourself through that?
Unfortunately, yes, I have.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd ever watch it again.
No.
Ever.
I think they've made a second one as well, but I'm definitely not going through that. Mr. Jamie Powell is here. Hello, Jamie. I want to say thank you to you, Jamie, because he's very kindly sent me the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles film on Blu-ray, which apparently I'm getting tomorrow. I can't wait. I'm really excited to watch it, actually, just because I know, like, you and Rob, and I know that you two love that movie.
Yeah.
But have either of you seen Starship Troopers? You know what? I luckily only watched it last week or the week before for the first time. It was the first Disney Star film I watched.
Oh, right, okay.
Have you seen that one?
Starship Troopers. Yes, I have. Or at least I've seen bits of it. I've not seen it. I don't think I've seen it all the way through.
I'd actually like a modern remake of that. I think that I really enjoyed that. I've seen the animated film Invasion as well. Because I used to have a streaming service called Love Film, if anyone remembers that. Like, it was Netflix's competitor when it started up, and I watched Invasion on that because that's what I used to have before Netflix. But I hear that there's another two Starship movies, and I hear they're pretty awful. Naomi Scott was the only good thing about the new Charlie's Angels movie. Yeah, I don't even know if she was that great in it. I mean, Patrick Stewart, I mean, I don't know what he was doing in the movie, but he's always a pleasure.
Yeah.
And Mr. Geordie Paul is here. Hello, Geordie. It's thank you again for having me on your stream last night, mate. It was really good fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
You were on it the week before, wasn't you, Jake?
I was, yeah. I stepped in to make a cameo appearance.
Yeah. I love it. I love The Breakfast Club. Me too. Really good movie.
I've never actually seen it.
Oh, haven't you?
No.
It's Josh, isn't it, who likes those new HMV slips, isn't it? 'Cause they've put a nice one out for The Breakfast Club, I think, haven't they?
Yeah. They've just released some new ones as well for Jaws and Les Mis as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to get the Les Mis one because I do have Les Mis on Blu-ray, but it's just the regular Blu-ray, and I love that movie. I'd love to get like a nicer edition of it. Have you seen Les Miserables?
I have, yeah. I had to watch it in school.
I
can't quite remember.
To be fair, that does seem like the sort of film they'd show in school, but it's an incredible.
I think it was for French class, something like that.
Yeah, incredible movie. Today's arrival is Aftershock. Oh, okay.
I've heard of it, but I've never watched it.
No. I to be fair, it's rare I get anything nowadays in terms of like pre-orders. But me and Jake both got the Doctor Who collection set today, which is very exciting.
Yeah.
Still see Jake's up there. It's like his Jesus.
Put it down and bring it closer.
It's like his Jesus or something watching over your whole room. I love it.
Jesus Pertwee.
Yeah. This is great. The World's End is my personal favourite of the trilogy. Wow.
Fair enough.
I'm not going to argue because I actually really like that film. I think it's really underrated. It's just so rare that you actually hear that. And, all the power to you for saying it. My childhood favourites are, oh God, how do you say that? Dogtanium?
Dogtanium.
I don't know that one. Thundercats.
Yeah.
I know Thundercats and Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is Amazing Friends.
Yeah, I do.
I've seen Spider-Man and I've seen Thundercats, but I've never seen Dogtanian.
Yeah, I do remember watching a Spider-Man animated series as a kid, but I don't know. I can't remember what one it was.
I've got two of them next to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm curious as to whether if this is going to ring any bells, because it's been a long time.
Well, the two here that I've got is the new animated series from 2003.
Okay.
And the original animated series.
It might be the original animated series, that might have been the one. My parents did sort of bring me up on watching a lot of older stuff when I was younger, like
from
Thunderbirds.
1967.
Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me if that's the one that I was sort of brought up watching.
Yeah.
And Mr. Jamie Powell knows that one.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I just never.
No. Hell's favourite mine. He's called Football Head as he's shaped like an American football. Yeah.
Yep.
Bit like Stewie then, as you said.
Yep. Head like a foot long.
Yeah. My favourite kid shows are TMNT. Alright, Hey Arnold. Okay, I don't really know any of them. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. When I was younger, it was I'd say like I watched Thunderbirds, SpongeBob, Drake and Josh, and then I think I just got into things like, oh, that was so good. I used to love that show. And then I think I just got into things like Star Wars and Doctor Who, and that's just sort of where I've stayed mostly. I will see Hugo soon, probably. Hugo's a really good movie. Haven't Poundland started getting Hugo in? I could be wrong.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of people picking it up. I haven't seen it in my Poundland. Yeah.
Hugo is here somewhere in my collection. I actually picked that one up pretty early on into my collecting days, I think, because I was like, I've got to own this movie. It's great.
Yeah.
It's
probably Scorsese's weakest.
Oh, really? Do you think?
Yeah. I think it's because it's a kids' movie, and he's more well known for his like gangster mafia movies, and it's a complete new take from what Scorsese would usually do.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think I'd say it's my least favorite of his I've seen, but I don't know what I would say is my least favorite of his, because I don't know how I'd rank Scorsese's movies,
because he's got so many classics. Yeah,
exactly. He's a hard director it's hard to rank his movies. Have you seen this show, Jake? Nightmare?
No,
I'm unfamiliar. Geordie likes that one as well. I'm unfamiliar with this one. Who do you think is a better actor, Hugh Jackman, Bradley Cooper, or Zac Efron? I mean, I think I'd go Hugh Jackman out of those, but Bradley Cooper is fantastic as well, and Zac Efron.
When Zac Efron's in more serious roles, he can be a brilliant actor. Absolutely. But Hugh Jackman's been doing so many serious roles. He's probably the most like serious main role actor still going today, and he just draws so much attention to himself.
Bradley Cooper has, because what was it, American Sniper and A Star Is Born. Bradley Cooper blew me away in both of those.
Yeah.
Hi guys, do you think it's the impact of the movie if you watch it in installments? Sometimes I watch films in 3 or 4 sittings. I always try to watch film in one sitting. Yeah. Occasionally, if I'm watching it in the evening and I'm being silly, because it'll be an evening where I've had a long day at work and I know I'm not going to get through it, so I will wake up the next morning and finish it off. But I always 2 sittings minimum.
Yeah, that's the same for me.
Yeah,
especially if it's something like a Scorsese film that I know is going to be like 2.5, 3 hours long.
Yeah,
I have to sort of like watch it for an hour and a half and then take a little bit of a break and then come back to it.
Yeah, that's fair. I think I will do 3 or 4 sittings with Justice League. I know that much. If I do it in one sitting, I might end up killing myself. I can't lie. I have seen The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yes.
Classic show.
One of the best comedy shows.
I love it. I you know what? If they'd done a Blu-ray set of it, I'd probably pick it up.
Yeah, it's one of them shows that you can't physically hate.
No, it's just so enjoyable. It's classic.
Yeah.
Will you be upgrading all your Disney films to 4K? No.
That's going to be expensive if you do.
It's too many. I've very kindly been sent The Lion King, and I'm going to get Moana because I love Moana.
Yeah.
So I've got that on pre-order. I'd like to get The Little Mermaid because I think that's getting a 4K as well. But
this month.
Oh, same day as Moana, I think, isn't it? They're releasing. Is it 4 they're releasing?
Moana, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, and Mulan.
Mm-hmm. I remember Mulan. I didn't remember Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I'd like to get The Little Mermaid because I do really enjoy that movie.
But the thing is, with the Disney 4K, you have to import most of them from America, and they're ranging between like anywhere up to £25 to £30.
Yeah, it's a bit much, really. I think, but
yeah.
Jake, when James has finished Mad Men in a year or 2, we need to get to watch Sons of Anarchy.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a little break after Mad Men. I'm up to episode. I watched episode 5 today, so I've done 3 episodes today of Mad Men. But I will do Sons of Anarchy. But I'm gonna need some time, I think.
I think I've now finished it. I think it took me about 3 weeks to watch it.
Oh wow, that's crazy. It's a long series as well, isn't it? Isn't it like 7 or 8 seasons?
7 seasons, 92 episodes.
Cool. It's a lot of watching. There's a lot of watching. Yeah, I don't know what the fastest is I've done a TV show that's like finished. Maybe Breaking Bad. That took me about 6 weeks. I really went through that show because I loved it.
There's always that one TV show that you watch. You get them TV shows where you watch an episode and you have a break for an hour or so and then go back to another episode.
Yeah.
But there's always that one TV show that you watch that as soon as you finish one episode, it's like, right, got to watch the next one.
Yeah. Breaking Bad was that
Sons of Anarchy done that for me.
Yeah. I will do Sons of Anarchy eventually, definitely. I wish David Fincher continued directing the sequels after Girl with a Dragon Tattoo. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people say this, actually. Alien 3 is the only David Fincher film I've seen. That's fair enough. I mean, it's part of the Alien franchise. It's a big franchise. I just watched the 2003 cut of it for the first time last week.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And that was a lot better than the original.
I've only ever seen Alien and Aliens. I've not seen any of the others.
I don't mind 3. I really don't. 4 sucks. 4's bad. Like, really bad.
That was Alien 3, the director's cut was, I think it was either Robert Fett's Bounty or Geordie Pool's entry for your video.
Yeah,
done the collaboration.
Yeah, I think it was Geordie, if I remember correctly. I think it was, yeah. And that's actually one of the things which prompted me to go watch it finally, them adding it into that video, because I was like, I should probably check this out, because I love Alien. I've got a poster of it on my wall. Love that little world. I think it's fantastic. Here's an interesting one. How excited are you guys for Chaos Walking?
Not excited at all.
Nope. The film looks terrible. Do you know what I find hilarious? I made a tweet about this actually. That all of the press conferences they've done for this movie, all of the interviews, Tom Holland just doesn't seem to be interviewing it because he's too busy with other stuff, better stuff. Daisy Ridley's doing all the interviews here because, let's face it, her career isn't going great at the minute. She's doing the Great British Bake Off. Every interview she's done, she's talking about other things. like The Great British Bake Off, Star Wars. They're not talking about this movie. I don't think I've seen any of the actors talk about this movie.
I think I see an Instagram post the other day where Daisy Ridley, like someone's captioned a Daisy Ridley interview.
Mm-hmm.
And I think in one of the interviews where she's talking about Great British Bake Off,
yeah.
she said it was one of her lifelong goals to actually be in the same like show or capacity of something with KSI.
God, gee. I don't know. I don't mind Daisy Ridley as an actress. She's okay. And she seems like a lovely person, but I don't think her career is going to do massively well. yeah, I can. That's how I think it's going to go. But anyway, I like John Boyega more. I want to see John Boyega do some more things. He's great.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from Daisy Ridley. She seems lovely. Have you ever seen Lesbian Vampire Killers with James Corden? James says it's one of the worst things he's... I actually haven't seen it. I tend to stay away from most things with James Corden because I'm not a fan of the man.
That sounds like a really cheesy like horror movie that would be like made independently of just something to watch to just completely shut your mind off and watch it.
Yeah.
But it also sounds at the same time like one of the worst things that could be made ever.
Yeah, the title isn't selling me much, and then James Corden.
I think the only good thing that I've seen James Corden in is Gavin and Stacey.
Yeah. I didn't mind Into the Woods, if you've seen that.
I have the Blu-ray. I've not sat down and watched it yet.
Didn't mind. I'm a big musical person though. I think that's why I liked it. It gets a bit dragged out at the end, but
yeah,
I didn't mind that.
It has an incredible cast though.
It does. It really does. That's one of the things which made me watch it. I remember actually, my sister likes musicals as well. I bought it for her for like this is going back a while now. I bought it for like a 16th or 17th birthday of a load of other things. I sort of just bought it for myself really because I wanted to watch it.
I've bought this for you for your birthday, but it's going in my collection.
Exactly. Tactical move. I love The Fresh Prince. Yeah, I've never heard someone say they don't like that show, to be fair. It's fantastic. Thanks for letting me know you don't like Norm of the North. Oh God. I'll add it to the 50 Shades and all the other things you love subscribe amount. I am waiting for a jokey box to turn up, to be honest. I feel like it's going to happen at some point. I'm quite scared.
I can see Alex genuinely doing that.
Yeah, and a Walking Dead set for Ryan. The only memes that I know from the Spider-Man films are the emo Peter Parker where he's doing all this stuff. I kind of love it. Exactly. Yeah. I kind of love it. It's amazing, really, that they got away with filming that.
It's the way that he's just standing there doing it, and then two girls just walk past him and look at him like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Yeah. I don't know what happened in that movie. I don't. It's like a normal, messy Spider-Man movie, and then you got this 15-minute section where it's like, "What is this? What is this?"
It went from Sam Raimi to Tim Burton.
Yeah. Oh dear. Norm of the North was effing awful. Switched it off within 15 minutes. I don't blame you, Jamie. I'm not sure how I got through it. I really don't. I mean, I can't remember. Was I drinking that night? I don't know how I got through it. James, did you enjoy Patrick Stewart playing the poop emoji in the Emoji Movie? I want to know how much they paid him. That's what I want to know. Because,
or how much he was willing to be paid.
Yeah, that film was terrible. And imagine, because I remember him on Graham Norton. Graham Norton went, "Oh, you're going to be in the new Emoji Movie," and Patrick Stewart was like, "Yep, I'm playing poop." It's like, oh no.
Have you ever seen that clip of Patrick Stewart on the Graham Norton show with Hugh Jackman? And he's talking about being circumcised.
It's one of my favourite clips ever. I love it.
Doctor just looks down. Nah.
Yeah. I love it. That's one of my favourite clips from Graham Norton, actually. I love that. What version of Predator do you have? Okay. What one do you have, Jay? Or do you have them?
I have the standard box set that was bought at, I think it was last year, where it has all 4 films in it.
I actually haven't seen that set. I don't even know what the cover's like on it.
I did have the box, but I took, because they're individual cases.
Yeah.
And when I was building my bookcase and putting the films into the bookcase, I sort of thought of space over quality. So I think I just took them out of the box.
So you have the 4th one on your shelf then?
Unfortunately, yes.
I was going to say I'd burn that. I have I bought this only a couple weeks ago. Actually, I bought the 4K set, which
I do want to get that.
Yeah, this was because I really like these 3 Predator films. Like the first one's a classic, and I'm actually a big fan of the 2010 one, and 2's enjoyable enough. It's just the Shane Black one, which is shocking because I love Shane Black, but that movie sucks.
I don't know how I got through that film.
I remember seeing it in the cinema, and it's rare I laugh out loud in the cinema because I try to be respectful to other people in there.
Yeah.
But I did laugh out loud like 2 or 3 times during that movie. It's so rare I do that. But speaking of Martin Scorsese, which is your favourite Scorsese film?
Archie, this is the most difficult question in the world.
I don't think it's his best in terms of... I think Martin Scorsese's best made movie, like in terms of quality...
Goodfellas.
I was thinking maybe The Departed. I really like Goodfellas, but I think Departed might be technically his best movie.
That's one I haven't seen yet. I do have it, but I've been meaning to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet.
It's so well made. It's incredible. But I think I've got to go just because rewatchability. I watch it with my friends a lot, and we always have a blast. It's just The Wolf of Wall Street.
Wall Street.
It's just so much fun. I love it. I have all the bonds on my bed, and now I have to tidy them up. Fair enough. There's a lot of movies.
Yeah, there is. I was actually thinking about doing a video where where I'd done a rewatch of all 24 films, ranked them, then went to the midnight release of No Time to Die.
Oh yeah.
And then came back and ranked that as well, where I'd put that in the ranking.
That'd be a really good video, actually.
But I don't know how it would turn out because I can't edit.
Yeah, I must admit I'm not the best with editing, but that does sound like a good idea, though. Here's a question for you: have you played Crash Bandicoot?
Yes, I have. I've got the PlayStation, the game where you've got all 3 games in it, the Insane Trilogy. I've only played the first one though, and I've played the new Nitro, the racing game.
Oh yeah.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's a bit like PlayStation's version of Mario Kart.
Yeah. I'm so tempted to get a Switch so I can play the new Mario Kart game.
Yeah, I've been tempted so many times.
Yeah, I used to love Mario Kart growing up. I used to love that game.
Yeah, I used to love playing it on the Wii and sticking the controller into the steering wheel.
I think I unlocked nearly all the characters. I used to love that game.
Yeah.
Which MCU villain do you think is overrated and underrated? I think an underrated villain is Jeff Bridges from Iron Man 1, and overrated, I'm going to go half to say Vulture from Homecoming. Do you want to go first on this one?
No, I'll let you go first.
Okay. Underrated. I sort of want to say Red Skull. I really like Red Skull for some reason. He sort of screams classic superhero villain to me, especially like, you know, he fits really well in the war and stuff. Overrated. That one's harder because I don't know if any has. overrated because the only ones that are really loved are like Loki, Thanos, but they sort of deserve it because they're actually really good villains. I don't know, maybe Killmonger a little bit. I really like Killmonger as a villain.
Yeah.
But people were saying, like, I've heard people say he's the best MCU villain, and it's like, okay, he's a good MCU villain. And yeah, no, he's not Thanos or Loki. So yeah, I do like Killmonger. I want to make that clear, but I'd probably say, yeah, he's probably a bit overrated. Some people have overrated him.
Overrated is quite hard for me because it's really difficult because there are so many good villains in that cinematic universe.
Mm-hmm.
Underrated, I'd have to say Ulysses Claw.
Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. He was really good.
He was brilliant in Black Panther, and he was another Marvel movie.
He was in Age of Ultron, where he actually got his hand cut off, wasn't it?
Yeah, because I remember the scene where they're all standing around the table, and then they're searching up what his tattoo means, like the mark.
Oh yeah.
And Bruce Banner can't pronounce Wakanda.
Yeah,
calls it Wakanda.
Wakawanda.
But for overrated, I'd probably have to say Ronan the Accuser.
Yeah, he was a bit.
He's sort of like, oh yeah, he's like this big infinity anti-villain who's like the destroyer of worlds when he ends up being beaten by music.
Yeah, I must admit I quite like the way he went out, but yeah, Ronan was a bit flat of a character.
Just gonna get Pertwee Jesus in there again.
Oh yeah, I love it. Quiz number 2 in 8 days. Who's in the quiz this time? Are you on that one, Jake?
I am on this one.
Who else is on this one?
Josh and Archie.
Oh, okay. I'm still annoyed I didn't win. I'm pretty sure the filmmaker cheated. Most undeserving Best Picture winner for me, it's Crash 2004. Oh, that's a big year. 2004. I don't know. I really don't. I remember a lot of people being upset that Green Book won a couple of years ago. I don't want to answer this one because I don't really know. I don't really want to. I don't know too much about like the best. Because the thing is, I can't say Green Book because I haven't seen it. And then if I was to say, I don't know, like Spotlights, I'm pretty sure that one. I can't remember what other films come out that year, which I would have said deserved it over it. So I don't really want to say too much.
I'm not a massive believer in the Oscars making a film bad or good. It's just an award. Like the film can be determined on a matter of opinion. So the awards don't really matter.
Yeah. Most of the time I disagree with whoever they choose anyway, so.
Yeah, like Emma Stone won Best Picture.
Yeah. Who knew an actress could win Best Picture? Oh, there we go. Can't wait for that. Don't let the Film Geek team down.
So that's just you then, Archie.
Team of one. Hello guys, Shaun of the Dead #1 for me. Oh wow, this comment must have been made ages ago then. By the way, guys, I'll say this. We'll probably do this stream till just after 9. We'll go till about 10 minutes past maybe. So people might want to slow down on the comments because I'm not sure. Let me have a quick scroll. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of comments.
Just a few.
Okay. Thundercats is a throwback. Do you remember Cramp Twins?
No.
Don't know that one.
Sounds like something that would have been on Disney around the time of High School Musical and Camp Rock.
Yeah, I can get that actually. Have you watched Life of Pi? I have. Have you seen this one? Are they doing a 4K of this movie?
It's already got a 4K.
I saw one. I wouldn't mind picking that up actually. I love that movie. I think it's great.
Yeah, I don't really remember too much about it. I remember it being like cinematography wise stunning. but I don't really remember too much about the film because it's the same guy in that film that played Aladdin in the remake, wasn't it?
Was it? I can't remember.
think
I
it
haven't seen Life of Pi in ages, so I'll take your word for it. But I like the guy who played Aladdin. To be fair, everyone wants him to play Ezra, don't they? Star Wars.
I can see it.
So can I. Have you guys seen Chip Dale?
No.
Have not seen that one. Chip and Dale.
Oh, Chip and Dale.
Oh, I see.
I've heard of it, but I've not seen it.
No. I mean, I know who the characters are and stuff, but I haven't watched their show. Woody Woodpecker, Roadrunner. Oh man. Love Roadrunner. Any actors that are still alive that you wish had a jump start to their career?
Johnny Depp.
Yeah, I don't actually know. I don't actually know off the top of my head.
Daisy Ridley.
She needs it. I know that much. I don't know. I'm sort of looking around for a bit of inspiration here, trying to think of an actor who's fallen off that I really like. There isn't really anyone jump. You know what? Tom Hanks, because he's just doing a lot of straight to streaming movies the last couple of years, and none of them have been anything too interesting. The last film I saw of his that I loved, I think, was Bridge of Spies, the Spielberg movie.
I suppose you could say Bruce Willis as well, because he's doing a lot of like movies that are going straight to DVD.
He's
movies that are just trying to pay the bills.
Yeah, he's just paying off a lot of debt lately, I think.
Yeah. I think his last good movie was, I don't know.
The only thing I remember him being in recently was Glass, and he didn't even do any promotion for that. So I don't know. I don't know what's really going on with that guy. Seems to have lost it. What do you guys think about the Rugrats revival?
Didn't even know it was happening.
Yeah, I've heard that they're going with like 3D animation, so I mean we'll see. Not too excited about that one.
I honestly prefer 2D animation.
So do I. Yeah, I think I do as well. Unless it's like sometimes it's incredible. Like Disney seems to knock it out of the park with their 3D animation.
Yeah.
But, what are your top 5 MCU movies? Do you want to go first, Jake, or do you want me to?
I'll let you go first. Yeah.
Okay. Winter Soldier Endgame, Guardians of the Galaxy Ragnarok. And then on my ranking, so I put this on my letterbox, it would actually be WandaVision, but that's not a movie. It's between Infinity War and Iron Man. I'd probably go Infinity War. I find it's a bit more fun.
I think for me, it would have to be Homecoming. Homecoming. No, Winter Soldier, Avengers Assembled, Thor Ragnarok. No, Endgame, Civil War, Infinity War.
Yep, that's a good list there. Yep. Forgot about Civil War actually, but yeah, it'd probably be my sixth.
To me, it should have been an Avengers film.
I agree. I wish Captain America got a proper solo film. I have a feeling that Moana in 4K will be the best looking Disney film. Yeah, I really hope that 4K doesn't disappoint because that film,
with the ocean and everything,
it's so stunning. That movie, I love it. It's sad. I don't actually know about this.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm not sure. I will have to look into this after this. This is pretty personal one, so I'll skip over that for now, Luke. But yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. But obviously, my best to him because he's a fantastic guy.
Yeah.
Do you guys watch the Angry Video Game Nerd?
No.
I don't. I watch Angry Joe sometimes, who's a gamer and a movie reviewer. Are you concerned about running out of space? And would you ever consider hiring someone to manage your collection? Hey, if I ever get YouTube famous enough where I can afford to have someone managing that, definitely. Space is not an issue anymore because I'm out of space. I've been out of space for ages. It's now just whenever I add a film, another film has to come off.
Yeah.
But I was saying in Geordie Paul's live stream last night that my sister's more or less lives around her boyfriends now, so she normally comes home like 1 day a week. So not in a horrible way, but I'm feeling like she's probably going to move out soon, and I'm going to turn her room into like a man cave for me. Even though I should probably consider moving out myself, getting a place of my own, so then I can do all that. But right now, it's just a cheaper option.
Yeah, especially whilst everything's going on still in the world.
Exactly.
It's probably best to stay put.
Yeah, that's exactly my thinking as well. So that's the plan, to turn it into a man cave in my sister's room whenever she gives me the heads up that she's leaving.
Just have a massive goofy goober rock vinyl in the background, gold disc.
Exactly. You know, Jake, you got good taste there. How about you with space? I mean, have you got to that stage yet, or are you?
I'm now resorting to either rearranging the collection or like using the drawers or boxes for films that I know I like, but I probably won't put on every weekend or every now. I'll only watch like every now and then if I'm in the mood for it.
That makes sense. I sort of do the same. Hello, Movie Line. Hello. I finally got Alien vs Predator 1 and 2 Blu-ray today.
I saw that in the group.
Yeah, I did as well. I don't mind the first one. The second one is truly awful. Truly terrible.
Yeah, it really is.
Oh, Mr. Jason is here. Hello, my friend. Oh, lost Jake there.
Sorry about that.
There we are. That's all right. Which one are you looking forward to the most? Falcon and the Winter Soldier or Hawkeye?
I think I'm gonna have to say Hawkeye because we've had so much on the Captain America character, and we've had nothing on Hawkeye. We've literally seen him pop up in like 3 or 4 movies, and that's it.
I think I agree. I would have always said, yeah, I'm more excited for a Hawkeye show than a Falcon and Winter Soldier one because I prefer the character of Hawkeye. But at the minute, because Falcon and Winter Soldier is just around the corner, at the minute I'm really excited for it because it's so close.
I would also like to see a standalone Mark Ruffalo Hulk movie, and then have it completely forgotten about the 2009 Edward Norton one.
Yeah. I don't think that'll happen because of Universal, but I do agree. I would like that.
And I know Hawkeye's following the comics with bringing in the fact that he's going deaf.
Oh, well, but
I've seen like set pictures of Jeremy Renner wearing hearing aids.
Oh, right, that's interesting. GTA 4, GTA 5. I mean, I've only played 5, so
5.
Yeah.
It's the only one I've played.
Have you seen Michael Cera's video talking about Criterion? Oh, yes, I have actually. Yeah.
When he goes into the Criterion closet.
Those Criterion closet videos are never great for me because I never know half the films they pick up.
Same. That's why I'm not drawn to Criterion as much. They look nice, but half the films I'd probably be bored to death of watching.
There's just a lot of movies there that I'm really unfamiliar with, and it's fine. I like learning new films, but those types of videos there where they're walking in and going, "Oh, this is a great film." I like watching people talk on YouTube about films I've seen, so I can actually get their opinion on them. Whereas if it's a film I haven't seen, I don't really care much.
Yeah.
Which film would you rather watch, Alien Resurrection or The Predator 2018?
I haven't seen Alien 4, so I'm probably going to say Predator.
I think I'd actually go Alien, but they're both awful. And we got a Predator quote here. Get to the chopper.
To the chopper.
Love it. Love some Arnie quotes. Have you ever seen any of the Evil Dead movies? I think the second and a soft reboot was superb, and really surprised how good the reboot actually was. I haven't seen any of those actually.
I have.
Ah, very nice, very nice. They good?
I know yeah, they're actually they're really cheesy horror movies, but they're good at the same time. Like Bruce Campbell is brilliant in them.
Yeah.
But I know that the first two have 4Ks, and Army of Darkness doesn't. So I got that just so I could, because I'd never seen Army of Darkness before.
Yeah.
So I got that to rewatch the first two and to see Army of Darkness for the first time. And I think if they release Army of Darkness in 4K and release a box set with all three in them 4K, I think that's definitely something I'd upgrade.
Oh, nice. Well, hey, hopefully they do that. Hello, Ben.
Hello.
I heard earlier that you would love some subscriber mail of Nord of the North, 50 Shades. How do I send these films? It's okay, Ben. It's okay. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, my friend. No, really, you don't.
Seriously, you don't.
No, but thank you still. Thank you. I have the first 20 movies in a giant tin set. Oh, I can't remember what this was towards. What films these were towards. I'm guessing this is sort of an add-on from another comment.
I want to say Godzilla, but I know that's not 20 films. No,
I don't think it is, no. Favourite Mission Impossible movie?
6.
I agree. I really loved Fallout. Really good.
Yeah, other than Terminator 2, that for me is one of the best action movies I've ever seen.
Yeah, it is fantastic. My favourite collaboration between Scorsese and De Niro has to be Shark Tale. Yeah, what a movie.
Yeah. What a masterpiece. Will Smith should have won Best Voice Actor.
Yeah.
And that's not even a category, but it should have won it anyway.
I can't believe that the only time Martin Scorsese's ever tried any acting is Shark Tale still.
Yeah. I know he's made cameo appearances like Quentin Tarantino in like their own films. And he's always been good in them, but really, Shark Tale?
The man's a genius. Shark Tale. What are your thoughts on Candyman and Donnie Darko? And do you know a YouTuber called Rambo Ralph for Life and Room 2? I don't know those two YouTube accounts. I haven't seen Candyman. I've picked up the Arrow Blu-ray of it because I want to watch it in time for the new one. Yeah. And I have a very controversial opinion on Donnie Darko.
I also too want to pick up the original Candyman and probably the sequel as well. I'll probably watch them before I watch the new one. And I haven't seen Donnie Darko, but I'll probably pick up the Arrow 4K set. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I know most people love Donnie Darko. I don't. I really did not like the movie, which I know is very controversial. I apologise to people who like it. Just really didn't connect with it at all.
But there always been films that have got amazing actors in them, and you think, oh, because this actor is so amazing, this film is going to just be for me instantly. And 9 times out of 10, it's probably not.
Nah, it's a shame. I think as well, I had so many people build up that film was going to be amazing. And then I watched it and I was like, that weren't great. What's the best film you've seen that you thought would suck? You know, Lego Movie. I remember when that movie came out, I thought this is going to be trash. And I remember my parents bringing the DVD home randomly. And I was like, why have you bought this? I was like, why have you spent money on
doing?
And then I watched it and I was like, wow, that was really good. It was a surprisingly really good movie.
Yeah, I think that was going to be one of them for me, because I remember seeing the trailer and thinking to myself, why are they doing this? This is just Hollywood trying to make more money out of a massive franchise that has been completely adapted from a kid's toy.
Yeah.
It actually turned out really well. And I think the other one for me was Knives Out. I never expected to like that film.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because obviously Rian Johnson done Last Jedi.
Yeah. Oh, you're not a Rian Johnson fan?
No.
Oh.
No. And I saw Rian Johnson credited for director, and I was thinking to myself, oh, God. I'm not again.
I must admit, I really like Rian Johnson as a filmmaker. I really like him. So I sort of had faith in that one. I know I didn't watch no trailers for that one either. I remember watching no trailers for Knives Out. I went into that one blind.
But I think it has to be one of the best. Like, was it a 2020 movie?
2019, I think. 2019, but right at the end.
I think the Blu-ray came out in the first lockdown, didn't it?
Yes. It came out right at the end of 20. I think it was a December release, 2019. So right at the tail end.
I think it was one of the best films of that year that I saw.
Yeah, it made my top 5. I think I really liked it.
Chris Evans in it was brilliant.
He was. I loved all the cast in it. I thought they were all fantastic. Any films from the 30s through to the 60s that you like?
30s, not really, because I'm not a massive fan of like black and white. It hurts my head. Yeah. But I guess I'd say like the original, like Frankenstein or something like that, or The Mummy.
Yeah. Well, in the description, I think there's a link to my letterbox, and you can go on there and see all the films I've watched. I like quite a few films. 30s, I remember like the original King Kong, Wizard of Oz. 40s. Oh God, what have I seen from the 40s? I've seen a few films, just can't think off the top of my head. A lot of Disney stuff. 60s, I love the 60s. A lot of great movies from Bond, Italian Job, Planet of the Apes, 2001: Space Odyssey. Load of great movies from the 60s.
Yeah, probably from the 60s is where I most am caught up with film knowledge. Like as you say, James Bond, 2001. Yeah. There's so many great movies that defined that decade.
Yeah,
that have now become instant classics.
Yeah, I think the 60s is where a lot of my favorite films come from, but I do, I've seen a few films from the from before then, as I say, like things like Wizard of Oz, classics, King Kong.
My favorite 50s film is probably Peter Pan.
Yeah, I do like the original Peter Pan. When you go back to do more Blu-ray hunting videos, can you be Borat just the mustard? I'm not sure what you mean there.
I have no idea what that means.
No. What film are you gutted not to have seen in the cinema? I'm actually a bit gutted about Raya because I loved it. That would have been great on the big screen. But I'm really gutted that we're not going to see. I don't think it's going to be a great movie, but I'm really gutted we're not going to see that big monkey fight that big lizard on the big screen. King Kong versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
I'm a bit gutted. That should be seen on the big screen.
I'm also kind of gutted we're not going to see the Snyder Cut in cinemas. That we're going to have to watch it through streaming.
Yeah.
But I can also sort of see why no one would want to sit in a cinema for 4 hours.
I was going to say, the good thing about having that one at home is that you can get up and have a little walkabout, because 4 hours is a long time to be sitting there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this was towards, Mitchell. Have you guys seen Romeo and Juliet, the Leonardo DiCaprio? Yes. I got made to watch that at school.
I got made to watch that in English.
Yep, so did I.
That was embarrassing.
Yeah. Star Wars Day, May the 4th, is on a Tuesday this year, which is my live stream day. So I might do a special Star Wars quiz if you're interested. James, I'm game for that. I'm always game for some Star Wars.
Star Wars. I'd be game for that as well, Alex. I'm here.
Yeah.
Alex, ask me. Alex, ask me. Alex.
Are they? No. Oh, when are they releasing the Bad Batch? I can't remember.
May the 4th.
It is May the 4th. I thought it might have been, yeah. I can't wait for that show. I really can't. It's really bad because I know that there are better things coming out, like with the Marvel stuff, like Loki looks incredible, but I am secretly most excited for the Bad Batch. Tried to watch Macbeth with Michael Fassbender, and I have to say it was terrible. Couldn't get through it. Yeah, I remember seeing the trailers for this when it was coming out back in 2016, 17, and I thought, wow, this looks great. And then I saw the reviews, and I was like, well, I won't bother with that.
Yeah, that one wasn't great.
Nah, it's got a lot of that old English in it as well, which doesn't agree with me. So it's one of the few things I just struggle to watch when they're talking in old English. I'm not good with that.
Yeah.
I've got Life of Pi on 4K, and it's one of the best ones. Okay. Hello, Isaacs, and no problem, my friend. A Die Hard prequel with Bruce Willis was announced years ago. Do you think it will actually happen?
No.
I think it will. I just don't know whether Bruce Willis will be in it because he's not the best name to have in a movie anymore.
Yeah. It's like where's this Kingsman prequel as well?
Well, that's all filmed. It's got a trailer and everything. It's just
because that was meant to come out January last year, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't. I honestly forget that film exists. Let's get James to 100k. Hey, yeah. I'd be game for that. That's when I could start getting some money for this. I could quit my job. My question have doubled since the last time we met, James. I love it. Some Star Wars quotes there. It can't be. I love Revenge of the Sith. What a movie. What a movie. Which movie do you think is the worst movie of 2019? I think Midsommar was the worst, and I had a terrible writing, it had terrible writing, bad acting from everyone in the movie, and it was just violent for no reason. I must admit, I really didn't like that movie, but I thought the acting was, I won't say the acting was bad. What would you say is your worst of 2019?
I'm just trying to think. Was X-Men Dark Phoenix 2018 or 2019? I
think that was 19. Yeah, no, it was 19.
Yeah,
that's
one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
I've got a couple in mind. I got three. There was a film called I.O. with Anthony Mackie and Margaret Qualley. That was really bad. Rim of the World, of course, which has come up a couple times today, and Cats.
Oh, God. Yeah.
However, I don't know if I would. Honestly, I'd say Cats is my favourite out of those three because the other two are just really, really unwatchable. Cats, if you have a few drinks, it's incredible. It's like you go to hell and back. It's amazing. Hey, dudes, loving the reviews. Keep them up. Thank you. Thank you. Favourite slipcover? Non-Arrow and non-Criterion. Just standard.
It's hard.
That is. It's a good question, though.
That's a great question, Archie.
Yeah, I actually don't. Oh, God, I really wouldn't. I really like the Kong Skull Island one with all the colours and the close-up on Kong. Maybe my Lion King 4K. That's got a really nice slip. Yeah, I think I'd maybe go with that.
I'd probably have to go with this.
Yeah. Blade Runner.
I just love these iconic moments.
Yeah, no, I must admit they're really nice slips. Okay, we're catching up with the comments. Coming up to 9 here, so we'll try and go a bit quicker through these last few. What's your favourite Game of Thrones episode?
Definitely not the last one.
No.
Although saying that, I only have seen season 1 to 3 and season 8, so I'd probably have to say the very first episode.
Yeah, I like the first one. My favorite is Series 4, Episode 9. There's a huge battle at the wall. The whole episode is set there, and it's incredible. Okay, I'm not going to try and pronounce all these actors' names, but there's a lot of really good actors here. All promising actors in their 20s, become legendary in 20 years from now. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones here. I'm not sure about Ezra Miller though. I mean, Ezra Miller's like amazing in Perks being a Wallflower, but he hasn't impressed me in the Fantastic Beast films, and definitely not in the DC films.
God, he's terrible. He's really bland as the Flash.
Yeah, he's not who I would have picked for the Flash at all.
I probably would have actually stuck with the movie one, the TV show one. Grant Gustin.
Grant Gustin, yeah. I'm not huge on him either. He's a bit too plain for me, and Ezra Miller's just a bit too eccentric.
Boring.
I think you need someone in the middle. I think somewhere in the middle of those two. Have you guys watched Nick and Noah's Infinity Playlist? No, have not seen them. Yeah, I know of it actually. Now you say it's the actress who plays Darcy from the MCU. I'm not a huge. I know this sounds really horrible, but I'm not a huge fan of her voice. The one who plays Darcy, I find it a bit irritating. It grains on me a bit.
I used to watch that TV show she was in, that comedy TV show.
Yeah, I know what one
you're on about. Annoying in that. I think it. Two Broke Girls. I think it was.
Yeah, she's a good actress, but her voice grains on me a bit. Christian Bale is good in body transformation in movies. Okay, he deserved nomination for Vince. He's an amazing in Fighter. I have The Fighter actually. I need to watch that film.
Yeah, same.
I'll be back. What do you like more, Temple of Doom or The Last Crusade? I'm gonna go Last Crusade.
Yeah, I'd probably say Last Crusade as well.
Okay, now I know Jason is a big Godzilla expert here. Godzilla is 35 films deep.
Wonderful.
I did not realise how many are in that Criterion set then.
I think if I'm right, Lucas said that there was 7 or 8 in that set. Because I know the original King Kong versus Godzilla is in that set.
I really want to pick that set up. I wanted to get it in time for the new one, but it's not going to happen now. But I've seen the Godzilla film from the 90s, which was really bad. The one where he just looks like a T-Rex. I've seen, obviously, the one directed by Gareth Edwards. Really like that one. King of the Monsters. And I've seen Shin Godzilla.
Shin Godzilla is one I've been told to watch so many times that I watched it and didn't like it.
No, I wasn't a huge fan of Shin Godzilla. I thought all the Godzilla stuff was amazing, but I found all the human characters dull, and they were so far away from all the danger. It's like, why should I worry about these characters? They're nowhere near Godzilla. They'll be fine.
Yeah. The 90s Godzilla I haven't seen.
It's bad. It's bad.
The 2014 one I don't really count as a Godzilla film because he's in it like twice.
Yeah, I really like that one though. I really like that
although
one.
It is a really good film. And I haven't seen King of the Monsters.
It's sorry. Hello Winslow. Hello, my friend.
Hello.
Are either of you picking up Wonder Woman 1984 or Soul in 4K? I'm going to be getting both of them. Even though I didn't like Wonder Woman, just throwing money at the wall.
For a new release, I'd probably pick up Wonder Woman in 4K just to have it as part of the DCEU, but I didn't like it. And Soul, I actually haven't watched yet. So yeah, that would probably be a 4K pickup for me. Yeah.
I'd definitely watch Soul. Soul's amazing. Would you rather a projector or a TV? Well, I have a projector in my garden, and they're amazing. But I'd absolutely take a TV for quality.
Yeah, just for pure space reasons, I'd probably have to say a TV.
Yeah. Did you hear there might be a Transformers reboot coming? I don't know what they're doing with Transformers because I thought there was going to be another spin-off movie. This one was going to be Optimus Prime, but that hasn't. Not much has happened with that, has it? So I don't know.
I mean, Bumblebee was good enough, but
yeah, I didn't mind Bumblebee.
We won't talk about the 5th movie.
Oh God, total shit. Thoughts on the Knives Out sequel that's in the works? Well, as we said earlier, I really like Rian Johnson as a filmmaker, so I trust him. I really do.
There's always, when it comes to films like Knives Out and Ready Player One, they with them type of films, they should never make sequels, because 9 times out of 10, the sequels are never going to be as good as the original.
Yeah, I do agree with you, but with Rian Johnson behind it, as I say, I really like him as a filmmaker, so I do trust him. Him. I've always been a Rian Johnson fan since Looper. Yeah, I liked Looper. Have you seen that one?
That's the one with Bruce Willis, isn't it?
Yeah, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I have. Yeah,
that was a good movie.
It's good. It's good enough.
Yeah. Have you seen She's Out of My League? I have not. Oh, you have? What, is it any good?
Yeah. It's a generic American comedy film, like Girl Next Door type film. It's funny.
Yeah. No worries, Archie. Thank you for coming by, my friend. Do you watch The Simpsons?
I'm more of a Family Guy person. I don't really enjoy The Simpsons that much.
No, I used to when I was younger, but I'm not huge on those animated comedy things. My undeserving Best Picture winner was Shakespeare in Love, which, Saving Private Ryan, should have won Best Picture over Shakespeare in Love. Yeah, I prefer Saving Private Ryan out of those two, definitely. Hello, JL Productions.
Hello.
Have you finished the Karate Kid film set yet, James? No, I know I need to, but I love the first one, so I do very much plan on getting back to watching them. Have you seen all of those?
I've seen the first 3. I tried to watch the 4th one and couldn't really get through it.
Yeah.
And I've seen the remake, which I really enjoyed the remake. Yeah,
I didn't mind the remake, actually. I'm happy waited to Disney Plus to come out with The Mandalorian since it got me through the first lockdown. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
What decade of movies is your favourite, guys? Which year is your go-to? Oh, I don't know if I could pick out an individual year. Decade for me would probably be the 80s.
For me, it would probably be the 90s or the 2000s.
Yeah, some really good movies in those decades, definitely.
Yeah.
Have you seen RoboCop?
Yes.
I really need to. Game of Thrones Season 4 is one of the best seasons of TV, along with the final season of Breaking Bad. I can completely agree with that, Alex.
Yes.
Season 4 was my favourite season of TV ever, I think, Game of Thrones. Are either of you South Park fans?
It's actually not one I've started watching yet. I think I've watched the first episode. So far, it seems a bit silly, but it's good enough so far. I've watched the movie that has the 2 creators in it.
Oh, right.
Basketball. That was quite funny. So I think I'm not, now kind of get their sort of humour.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes South Park more enjoyable for me.
Yeah. I can't. It's not really something that interests me too much. South Park. I'm not big on those animated TV shows, like the comedy ones. James, do you collect DVDs? Oh, okay, I'm gonna send you a miniseries. Oh, well, hey, that's very kind of you. Yeah, I mean, sure. I mean, yeah, I do have some DVDs in my collection, but only if you're sure, of course. It's very kind of you. What is your favourite episode of Star Wars: The Mandalorian?
Probably have to be the debut of Ahsoka.
Yeah, that's top 3 for me, definitely. I think my favourite might be Episode 1, Season 2. I really like that one with the
Fair
crate
enough.
dragon. I thought it was just really fun. Do you think Joaquin Phoenix deserves the Oscar? Would you have picked someone else? Well, he definitely deserved it, but I would have gone with Adam Driver from Marriage Story.
Adam Driver. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so even like the pro Godzilla fans don't like Shin Godzilla much.
Yeah. I like the animation. I just don't like the film.
Yeah, no, I wasn't. Godzilla looked really cool in all these scenes. The Criterion Godzilla collection has every Showa era film, so it's 15. Okay. I do really want to pick that set up.
And I do want to pick it up, but it's also like where the hell I'm going to put it, because I only have a small bedroom, and it's impossible to fit in.
Yeah.
And especially to pay so much money for it as well.
I have the same problem, definitely. Favorite Haley Steinfeld performance? Mine is Gwen Stacy from the Into the Spider-Verse.
I like the film that she was in with Woody Harrelson, Edge 17.
Oh, yeah.
I thought she was quite good in that.
My favorite performance from her is probably from True Grit, the Jeff Bridges Western. I think it's a remake.
I also did think that she was good in Ender's Game and Pitch Perfect.
Yeah, she was good in the Pitch Perfect films. I didn't like Ender's Game much. I can't really remember much about that film. What do you like more, Die Hard or Terminator 2? That's easy for me, Terminator 2.
I've only ever seen the first Terminator.
Oh, got to watch the second one. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Knives Out can easily have a sequel because no one from the original film, apart from Daniel Craig, is returning. It looks like it will be an anthology series of films. Yeah, that's the thing, I suppose. They do only need Daniel Craig back for that one. What's your favourite Breaking Bad episode?
I know that Alex's favourite episode is Ozymandias, one of the last episodes from the last series, and I think I'm going to have to say that as well.
I also say that one, actually. That episode had me on the edge of my seat. It was incredible. What is your favourite Liam Neeson movie? Mine is Taken. And have you seen 300? I don't know what my favourite Liam Neeson film is. I haven't seen Schindler's List. I want to say that because I know most people would say that movie.
Phantom Menace.
There's a little bit of biasness inside me that wants to say Phantom Menace.
That or Non-Stop?
Yeah, I actually don't know my favourite Liam Neeson film is. I'm not sure. And I have seen 300. I'm not a huge fan of it.
I haven't seen it, but I've just picked it up.
Yeah, it's alright. The episode with Russell Crowe show was my favourite. Oh, okay, South Park. We haven't seen it, so I'll skip over that one. Stick with South Park. It gets better with each season.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'll be watching South Park. Episode 1, Season 2, in my opinion. Oh, what is this for? I can't remember.
I think it was Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. Oh, no, maybe. From Mandalorian. From
Mandalorian.
Yeah. All right, we're nearly up to down to questions. We're going to breeze through these last couple. I watched The Nice Guys last weekend and enjoyed it. But I thought The Teenager was used too much. I disagree. Nice Guys for me is one of those few films which is nearly perfect. I love that movie.
I also really enjoy
it. Yeah, it's... I don't know. I really don't have many problems with Nice Guys, if any. I think it's incredible.
I think Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe have good chemistry.
They really do. I would have loved a sequel to that movie. Loved one. Yeah, Alex says Schindler's List definitely Neeson's best performance. I can fully believe that. I need to watch it.
Yeah, same.
My favourite Breaking Bad episode is Confession. Incredible TV right now. Which one? I can't remember. I don't really know the titles of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, there were so many good episodes.
Yeah, really was. In fact, Rian Johnson directed a lot of episodes of Breaking Bad.
Yeah. I know Jesse. I know Aaron Paul. I think directed a couple as well.
Or did he?
I think so.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do like him in Love Actually. Love Actually is such a good film. Such a good film. I love that movie. Okay, last question. Here we go. Favorite movie trilogy apart from the original Star Wars? That's easy.
Yeah, it's easy for me as well.
Lord of the Rings for me. Same.
Yeah. Very, very close though is the Dark Knight trilogy. I don't think there's a single bad film.
Yeah,
Dark Knight Rises is a bit. But it's not terrible.
No, I like the Dark Knight trilogy a lot, but I'm a bit more wobbly on it. But yeah, I think we'll end it there. Because we've Alex saying goodbye. Thank you, Alex. Thank you for coming by. JL Productions is just finishing up there, talking about our confession. Oh, right. Yep, I remember that episode. Yeah, that was really good, actually. But anyway, yeah, we are going to end it there, guys. First off, I want to say a huge thank you to Jake for coming by. It's been an absolute pleasure. You've been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you to everyone else who's come by and watched. We've actually had a lot of people here tonight over the hour and a half we've been going. We dropped down to 11 now, but hey, it's fine. Right? You know, it's very nice still to have everyone here. But yeah, thank you so much for coming by, everyone. And I'll see you next week with another guest.
Bye-bye,
thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.